Wonderful. All right, well, good morning, everyone. First of all, I just want to thank everyone for being here this morning. I want to acknowledge, of course, that we're gathered today on the traditional territory of the signatories of Treaty 8. Also acknowledge the Métis people of Alberta, of course, who have a deep connection to this land. I am here with my colleagues, MLA Ron Wiebe, as well as MLA Nolan Dick. Of course, Mayor Jackie Clayton is here today with us, and I thank her for that. And, of course, Chief Dwayne Lacusta, who's doing a fantastic job here in Grande Prairie in establishing the Grande Prairie Police Service. That's right. I am Mike Ellis. I'm the Deputy Premier, also the Minister of Public Safety and Emergency Services. And, of course, we're here today in Grande Prairie because Alberta's government has a commitment and a responsibility to do whatever it takes to keep Albertans and their communities safe. This includes empowering and supporting municipalities to make the best decisions to meet their public safety and policing needs. And as I've said many times, when it comes to consistency, Albertans deserve the same level of service from law enforcement regardless of where they live in the province. When someone calls 911, I expect someone in uniform to show up to that call to service, full stop. And it's a top priority for our government to ensure that this safety and peace of mind is for all residents in the province of Alberta. When it comes to municipal policing, Grande Prairie's ultimate decision to pursue a standalone police service embodies the freedom of choice and the pursuit of innovation that we all want for communities to benefit from. We also want that innovation to be successful and for communities to achieve their policing and public safety goals. Municipalities need to be supported in realizing the solutions that they tailor specifically to meet the needs of all residents. And at the time when Grande Prairie decided to move their municipal policing model, our government committed $9.7 million over 2 years to help initiate a smooth transition of police functions from the RCMP to the Grande Prairie Police Service. Progress since then has been strong and it has been steady, with both officers and civilian personnel hiring and equipment being procured, which is, of course, still well underway. And the building out of necessary IT infrastructure in its initial stage. And of course, it's crucial that the community has the resources needed to sustain this momentum and continue laying the groundwork for the Grande Prairie Police Service. And that's why today, I am very proud to announce an additional $7 million in funding to help the City of Grande Prairie continue this important work. This funding is going to help cover some of the projected startup costs associated with the building, the implementation, the new service, including salaries and benefits and recruitment and equipment and training. And by removing some of this financial pressure, we're helping to ensure that the Grande Prairie Police Service is well positioned to succeed as the primary police of jurisdiction for this city in 2026. You know, I often speak about the paradigm shift in which police are seen as an extension of the community where they live. In pursuing a homegrown policing solution that will meet the public safety needs of the community, Grande Prairie is making this a reality. The Grande Prairie Police Service will add more boots to the ground in the city, providing a more sustainable and consistent service. This includes better oversight and ultimately cheaper with more officers to police the community. I'd like to congratulate Grande Prairie for the immense progress that they've made to date, and of course I look forward to seeing the GPPS officers on the ground and in the not-so-distant future working collaboratively with all community members to serve and protect the residents of this great Alberta city. So thank you, and I'd like to now invite Parliamentary Secretary for Rural and Indigenous Policing to the podium, MLA Nolan Dick, to say a few words. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Minister Ellis, for that fantastic announcement. Greatly appreciated here in the community, and good morning, everyone, and welcome here. And I'm very honored to speak today about Alberta's government's investment to support the Grande Prairie Police Service in this really vital role as the primary law enforcement agency for the city by 2026. And our commitment is to ensure that the police service is well equipped, well trained, and supported by innovative technology and community partnerships. And together, we are investing in a safer, more resilient Grande Prairie where residents can thrive. As we move forward, our shared goal is to foster trust, enhance safety, and build a stronger community for generations to come. And I would also like to thank Mr. Ellis once again for his dedication and the Alberta government for this partnership in making this vision a reality. Now, I'd also like to invite MLA Weeb, MLA for Grande Prairie Wapiti, and the Parliamentary Secretary for Rural Health North to the podium to share a few words.
Well, thank you, MLA Dick. Today I'm so proud to stand alongside my colleagues for this funding announcement of an additional $7 million to support the City of Grande Prairie's vital effort when it comes to policing. This investment relieves financial pressures and positions the Grande Prairie Police Service for success as the primary law enforcement agency in 2026. This funding underscores our commitment to fostering a paradigm shift where police are viewed as an integral members of the community, working collaboratively to ensure safety, trust, and positive relationships together. These efforts will help build stronger and more connected Grande Prairie. And I would like to thank Mr. Ellis and the Alberta government for this investment today. It will ensure that the City of Grande Prairie is not only the best place to live, work, and raise a family in a safe community. And now I would like to invite Mayor Clayton to the podium. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us here today. I would be remiss if I didn't thank my fellow colleagues from City Council here joining us today. But on behalf of the City of Grande Prairie, it is truly my pleasure to extend gratitude for this funding announcement and the continued support from the Government of Alberta for our municipal police transition. These funds are a key component of our continued progress and success for the transition, and we are extremely grateful for the support from Honourable Minister Mike Ellis in making this possible. His support for our community is greatly appreciated. Through our multi-year funding formula, we are able to ensure our one-time startup costs are funded, remain on budget, and set up for success, whilst demonstrating action and accountability for this transition. The City is encouraged by the progress in the transition to date and remains confident in the Grande Prairie Police Service in their full transition, being on budget and on schedule. The work to date has provided insight into a number of impactful modernizations that will be achieved with a standalone municipal police service, reinforcing City Council's belief that a Grande Prairie Municipal Police Service will provide for autonomy at the local level to set public safety priorities and establish a police service that is agile and responsive to emerging crime trends. In making the successful transition possible, we acknowledge and thank the RCMP for their support and involvement in shifting to a local model. We're additionally thankful for the many interested and qualified candidates joining us as new and experienced officers supporting community safety on the front line right here in Grande Prairie. As we move into the next phase of transition, we're thankful for the ongoing support from the province and look forward to sharing our continued success and being a model for municipal policing in the future. Thanks so much. And I would like to call to the mic Chief Dwayne Lacusta.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here today. I want to begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to the Government of Alberta for its ongoing support for the development of the Grande Prairie Police Service. A special thank you to Deputy Premier and Minister of Public Safety and Emergency Services, Mike Ellis, for taking the time to join us again here today in Grande Prairie. When Minister Ellis announced the initial funding for our service, the transition back in 2023, he emphasized the importance of a community-led, focused police service, one that finds unique solutions tailored to our city. Now, less than 2 years into this journey, we're proud to say we're delivering on that vision. The transition has been complex and demanding, yet through careful planning, collaboration, and dedication, we have designed and implemented a localized police training program conducted entirely with our partner facilities here in the City of Grande Prairie. We currently have our second recruit class and our fourth experienced officer class taking part in this program today. In addition, we've launched an innovative community standards unit that has already made measurable differences in addressing social disorder that's impacting our city. We've also developed a tiered policing model that integrates our peace officers and mobile outreach team, providing a comprehensive approach to community safety and well-being. It's encouraging to hear directly from residents and businesses alike they're happy with our increased presence and the impact that we're having on community safety in the city of Grande Prairie. In just 21 months, the Grande Prairie Police Service has hired 50 police officers, attracting interest from experienced officers and new recruits nationwide. Our transition has drawn considerable interest from municipalities across Canada, serving as a benchmark for how such a significant change can be executed both efficiently and effectively, with tangible benefits to the community that we serve. Lastly, I want to thank Mayor Jackie Clayton and the City of Grande Prairie for their continued confidence and partnership. Their support has been invaluable as we build an innovative, collaborative, and results-driven police service made in Grande Prairie for Grande Prairie. Thank you.
This now brings us to the question and answer portion of our announcement. We do have quite a number of people here on the ground. If journalists have any questions, just ask that you please state your name and outlet before your question. Okay, it's not looking like we have any questions here from the parking lot, but
we have a crowd.
We do have a crowd. We do have some reporters on the line. I would just ask the operator to put through the first caller, please.
Your first question comes from the line of Shan Amadja from CT News. Please go ahead.
Hi, Minister. So I believe we're up to $17 million roughly for Grande Prairie Police transition. Just wondering if I understand the initial costs were estimated at $19 million. So is this the final piece of funding for the transition?
Yeah, I don't want to 100% close the door, but it seems to me that Chief Lacusta and the team seem to have everything on track to have everything kind of ready to go by I think the spring of 2026. Is that correct, sir? The fall of 2026. So it's not my understanding that any further money is going to be requested. Although we always, as we always say in policing, sometimes we have to assess and reassess certain situations. I will say that Chief Lacusta, I think, has been very humble. I can tell you when I speak to people right across Canada, right now they're looking at Grande Prairie as a role model in developing their own municipal police service. So people in Grande Prairie should be very proud of what you're doing here right now. Thank you.
Did you have a follow-up question, Sean?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, so, $17 million in additional startup costs. I believe the cost to operate the police service is the operational cost is about the same as the RCMP ongoing. Please correct me if I'm wrong there. So I'm just wondering what value Albertans are getting for that extra, $17 million, maybe more, that they're spending to establish a force when, some people would argue that the RCMP was already doing a fine job there.
I'll follow up that question. The money that we're utilizing in the beginning with the assistance of the government of Alberta is to stand up a brand new police service. So this money is being utilized to recruit, train the 110 officers that we require. It's also being used to purchase our fleet of vehicles, our IT equipment, our RMS data, any sort of software technology that we need to operate as a brand new service. In regards to your question or your comment regarding the cost by comparison to the RCMP, we have done an analysis and our cost will be under that of the RCMP. But what we're going to be providing is a more enhanced level of service for Grande Prairie by having a much stronger deployment model that fits the unique needs of this city, not a cookie-cutter approach that's made for every community across this country.
Yeah, let me further add. I had an opportunity to talk to the wonderful recruits that we have here, are now fully trained police officers, to be honest with you. And as you've heard me say, the paradigm shift that we're doing in policing is not to be an arm of the state, but an extension and reflection of the community that we serve. And speaking to these wonderful officers that have now made the commitment to not only be a part of Grande Prairie, but to police Grande Prairie, these were folks that are from the community, that were in many cases raised in the community, that were peace officers in the community. Talking to one member who was a former RCMP officer, he loved Grande Prairie so much that he wanted to join the Grande Prairie Police Service. So look, the value is the presence that they're going to be in the city. The value is coming from the uniqueness of understanding the needs of the community. And as Chief Lacusta said, it's not a cookie cutter approach that has been previously used across Canada, and that's why we're seeing more and more municipalities that are transitioning away from contract policing. And look, let's also say this as well. I mean, the white paper report that came out by the federal government was very clear that they want to assist provinces, they want to assist territories in transitioning away from the current contract policing model, and this is a role model in order to do that. Thank you.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming today, and this concludes our announcement.
Thank you.